I don't know what this energy is right now, but if this finds you, stop telling that person no, okay? They want to be around you, they want to be yours, they want to be buds, and they want to be more, okay? That's what's coming through. So get with the program or don't, but I don't think spirit will like that very much because I'm getting this energy that there's this like Aphrodite, like just this magnetism that is drawing you in, but it's coming from the right place is what I'm hearing, not from the white place. I don't know what that is. It's not like a liminal space. It's not like, ooh, I'm in the white place. It's coming from the right place. I'm just goofy today because I just have like, I'm feeling that ecstatic energy too. This connection is going to be one that is fruitful. I don't know in what way, but you know what that book says. That book says be fruitful and multiply. So take with that what you will. I'm not trying to be like anywhere past PG-13. Not even really trying to keep it PG. Just trying to keep it PG, you know. Don't want to get kicked off before I even start anything up here. Thank you for the people who rock with me. I know it's hard to be the first ones to be in any space, to be in a collective, to be in a community. So, ooh, whatever that was about to fly out. So I'm just like, just go with it. I'm hearing that you're a little pent up. You're like, I don't want to hear love messages. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that this type of energy is coming through. And I feel like you also know exactly who I'm talking about. Don't take how they act at face value. I was just practicing a song. For those who know, they know that I'm a jazz singer. So I literally have a gig a week from now that is like kind of strenuous. We're singing a lot of like new music. And there's this song by Esperanza Spalding called I Know That You Know. Is that I Know That You Know? It's I Know You Know. I Know You Know. And she's talking about like, the song is from this point of view is like the singer, the speaker knows that like that she feels that magnetism. She feels like this guy is calling for no reason. 222 as I was saying that. 222 as I was saying that. And ooh, what time is it? Don't tell me it's 2:22. I think it's 2:22, like a clock. I'm looking at my clock. I'm like, dang, what is that? That is very strange. That actually is really strange. Like I just happened, my bed has like a clock next to it. It's not an alarm clock, it's just like a clock. But yeah, I have things falling out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like get into this. What is the block that's keeping you from acknowledging this fullness? Because there's a duality here, right? There's on one hand, you feel this magnetism. You know, you already know. I know you know. Like in this song, she's saying, I know you know. So I sound crazy right now. She knows that this person knows that there's a connection. So it's like there's lots of things going on at once. She's on to him, and she knows that he knows that he's on to her. So there's just like this, all it's going in all directions. You know that this person knows that you're a good thing, gonna be a good thing. You know it within yourself, but there's some denial there. And that's that second piece. You're kind of in denial that like, this is going to work out. I don't know if it's like a past wound. I don't know if it's that maybe you just got out of something. Maybe you just got out of something with this person, or something about them led you to be like, I don't know. Go with it. 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 I don't really know what else to mean. Like, I'm going to tell you why. We're going to get into it. Upside down Ace of Swords. So what does that mean, right? You're not following your intuition. This is the beginning of something new. Swords representing intuition. You're a swan. You're this beautiful swan. And that sun is masculine energy. So I don't know if this is you or if this is you, but there's this like divine masculine, divine feminine dynamic going on here. But you guys, you know, I'm feeling that sometimes you're an overthinker. You overthink, and it costs you the intimacy that you deserve, babe. I don't really like, come on, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing it to yourself? 444, why are you doing this to yourself? It really doesn't make any sense. Why would you deny yourself that? And why would they deny themselves that? So just like, I'm hearing flirt, like flirt. Like, I'm feeling funny. I'm feeling like silly right now, and even in this reading, because I'm feeling like just like lighten it up. Stop being so cerebral. Like, there will be a time where there's application for that. Right now, it's about goofing off and having fun. Because I heard someone saying, who you dating is about who is gonna be with you, who is the final draft pick for you on your worst day. Do you want someone who's overly cerebral with you? You don't want to think about it. You wanted someone who's doom and gloom 2 times over with you? And do you think that they want that? Y'all are too smart for that. Y'all torture yourselves with your overthinking all day. I'm really locked into this collective. This is a very specific type of person who I'm talking to. If you're an overthinker, if you think yourself out of the goodness of life, out of the joys of life, babe, stop it now. Babe, stop it now. I don't even really know what else to say. Like, we could really just end it. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, we could really end it right there, 555. I'd really be looking at the timer because the timer is like right above my head. But anyway, let's move on. 8 of Cups, right? So leaving something emotionally behind, there is some sort of wound, and this is right side up, babe. 8 of Cups. There is something in your emotions, in that like flowing water energy. Oh no, what's going on? And even with this, I love these soul tarot cards because there's lots of water in the wind cards. There's lots of cups energy, water energy with the swords. And that's intentional, because when you're on the rising sea, riding the waves in a boat, or you're a beautiful swan in the middle of the ocean for some reason. I don't know why that swan is in the ocean. Maybe it's a really big lake. LOL. Anyway. But it's like the wind controls those currents. The wind, your intuition, like the tides. There's that feminine energy of like those emotions, right? But the sun is balancing out the tides here. It's not the moon with the water. It's the sun with the water. You're in safe terrain, but you're playing it like you're not. And that is not advantageous. Look up advantageous. I'm a word girl. I remember we had superhero day at my school, and I was word girl because I was like, that's my superhero. She like a word. She likes her vocabulary words. Look up advantageous and watch the movie Advantageous. You can overthink yourself and overly strategize yourself into literally like the end of your enjoyment, the end of your identity, the end of embracing who you are. Don't do that. 8 of Cups, leave that behind. I'm hearing perfectionism. It's coming through loud. Perfectionism. Leave that behind. Perfectionism is one of those emotional wounds that is dirty. Get it away. I remember I was in Greece almost a month ago. No, it was like 2 weeks ago. And we were there visiting my partner's mother. Maybe this is personal for me also, because I thought I was going through a rocky time with my partner, but we're literally like, we just needed a little break after Greece. But our aunt, that might be too many. I say our aunt because I feel like, you know how European people are. They just, wow, the one that fell out is crazy. Gonna finish my story, gonna hold that thought because Spirit wants that to get through. This mother, I love her to death. Another singer, she sings all genres, very musical family. Even her husband is a composer, or her partner. And she's a new mom. They're later in life. Like, she's like in her 40s, her partner is in her 60s. And they have a newborn baby. That energy was wild. And like the perfectionism that she was holding. She was apologizing for like me not staying longer at a dinner that I was late to because I was shopping. You don't have to apologize for that. Your survival mode and your perfectionism, getting so caught up in like doing the right thing all the time. You know, by the end of that trip, she like scalded her hand with burning water and like got 2nd-degree burns on her hand. Because when you're in, and it's not her fault, but like it's that mindset, this mindset of, oh no, everything has to be perfect, and now you're rushing around and now you're in survival mode. It's not easy for moms, but I'm hearing like you're not, that's not the load that you have in this collective. That's not what you're carrying. So if she can regulate that, and she can, because, you know, we were talking, we were like, you know, you don't have to be apologizing for these things. Like, you have a lot on your plate. And like, that's the type of comfort that you are needing to bring to this partner, right? You need to be reassuring them, having space and patience with them. I'm hearing perfectionism and patience. You guys don't have to be perfect individually or together, and you guys have to be patient. You have to be patient with each other, which means that you're not rushing each other. This is not a survival mode relationship. This is a divine connection. Anyway, the card that fell out, now that I finished my thought, the card that fell out was the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who is stable in providing for you. He's got it locked down. Look at this tree in the nighttime. Moon, the illusions of the moon not in sight, just a starry sky, okay? Night, night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. He gonna be there to protect you, hold you down type. Like, why do I sound like that? Anyway, you know, look at how this tree is illuminated in all of this blue. We're singing this other song at our gig where the lyric is like, he said, shining worlds with only your eyes. From out of the darkness, you are the light. That was not like, that's not even the right key. And I was pitching, give me some grace. I don't have my band here. He said, out of the darkness, you're the light. I don't know why I felt the need to sing that. Now I'm embarrassed. And it wasn't even in true tone. Let me stop being a perfectionist. Anyway, see how this tree is illuminated in the dark? From out of the darkness, you are the light. Shining worlds with only your eyes. This is a partner. You can see them so clearly. That's why the energy is so clear. Like either this is you or this is how this person sees you. Like you have, you know, feminine or not, this is not a heteronormative place, okay? This is not a place of gender roles, right? There is masculine energy here that you guys both have. I'm hearing balance. You guys are both this king, this authoritative, stable energy. Don't let the abuse that can come with being overly authoritative, overthinking, over scrutinizing, rushing, giving hard orders, being pressure. Don't let the pressure, that's another P word. Patience, perfectionism, and pressure. PPP, if you can't forget it. Triple P. You need patience, and you can ditch the perfectionism, and you can ditch the pressure right now, because that's not how a king leads. A king who manifests a lot, we have pentacles here. We're going to have an abundant life. This pairing is going to be an abundant life, okay? So what I'm hearing is to have that abundance, and maybe the pressure is you want to have this in line before you get with this partner. You want to have that in line. You want to have your 401k. You want to have your investments. You want to have your this. You want to have your that. You want to double your income. You want to triple your income. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Y'all are young in turn. If you're not as young as I, first of all, congratulations, because being young kind of sucks. Your 20s is not it. I'm looking forward to my 50s personally. I'll have it. I'll be in full King of Pentacles by then. Sim is gonna have it together. But like, you know, but don't have that pressure. See how I'm like kind of mimicking that pressure? I'm really feeling that in the spirit. I'm really feeling that with this collective. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to have everything perfect. You ever hear a millionaire, and I'm thirsty, but do you ever hear a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, millionaire? You hear them talking about how like they came out the mud with their partner, and now they spoil and spoil and spoil and spoil and spoil, and they be spoiling each other in ways that some ways aren't even safe to say on the internet. And not if I want to have a proper reach. Like literally, the people, you hear all of these narratives, I'm sure, as you're scrolling, as we do. What happens as soon as you're uncertain about your relationship? Up in that algorithm comes all these videos, all these people who are not in a relationship, that have not been trying the test of time with their connection. And what do they say? Oh, well, if he doesn't do this and this and that, then he's not. You know what everyone who's wealthy has told me? Wealthy in property, wealthy in experiences, the ability to travel, wealthy in love, wealthy in art, culture. All of those people who are wealthy, what they have told me abroad and here in the States, what they've told me is that I can't stop saying came out the mud. Maybe there's a song that you listen to, or maybe like that's like something you've been saying. Like, it's like those people, they have people who their bond, because it's a mastermind connection, that they've been lucky to find someone who they want to build with, not like codependently building where like, oh, why don't we have this, why don't we have that, and all of this pressure. That's how you codependently build. You can build in a healthy way. You can build and get to where you want to be without all of those weird pressures with these weird people. I honestly think that it's a plot. If I'm really going to be honest, I think that it's a coup on our society. I think that people are making people make this content that tells people to not accept people as they are. If you were lucky to find someone that you love, if you are lucky enough to find someone that you love and would do anything for, so long as it's a healed connection, you know what I mean? It can be a connection where it's you guys are like trauma bonded. I'm not talking, this is not the vibe that I'm getting with this collective. If you find someone who you want to grow for, who you want to meet where they are, you better not let go. And they try to break that up because they know that that type of connection, you'll be infinitely wealthy. You can have anything that you want with someone like that by your side. You can get through any hard time. That's what they won't tell you. That if you are lucky enough to find true love, if you are lucky enough to follow your intuition, leave those emotions and trauma behind and step into this, it's making it rain all day. Like, it's like, that is the gateway. That is the divine. That's why they say it in the Bible. That's why they say it in the Torah. That's why they say it. That's why we be sitting here talking about, you know, there's so many channels where it's like, all they talk about is love. That's not really my vibe, but this message had to come through. So that's all. And I had to drink my water because I was thirsty. But yeah, that's all, doves. Mwah. Bye.